was a rectangle.
Just putting the pieces together? Well, then I'll help you make a square. Piece back. How big does the square have to be? How many pieces on a side? Sorry, honey, that's 4.
Oh, 4.
I will admit that that is really not a good way to show it. That's a really, I don't like how they do that. Way easier to do this if they're all pointing the same way, okay? See how they've got tabs on 2 sides but not the other 2?
Yeah, that's what I did.
No, it's not. Or if it is, you made a mistake. Because I found a spot where that was not the case. If you do them all like that.
Hey, it kind of looks like a rectangle without a corner.
It is a rectangle without a corner, and now it's a rectangle. And technically a square is a type of rectangle, so...
How does it maneuver itself?
It uses the 2 wheels.
No, they only go forward.
No, they don't. They go backwards. And since each wheel goes forwards or backwards independently, if one goes forward, the other goes backwards, it turns.
And if one goes, and the other one goes forward and the other, and if it's the other way around, it turns the other way.
Yep. Actually, look, you can see. Just turn it a couple times and then flip it over, and you can watch the wheels. You can see that they're spinning opposite directions. There. You got a square. Ugh. Sorry about that. I was making a square. Little Dino has a STEM game thing. It's a mouse and a maze, and you can program the mouse and tell it how to get through the maze, and hopefully it does if you did it right. Although its batteries are tired, so it doesn't turn all the way anymore. So we'll have to replace the batteries soon.
What you playing?
Skyrim.
I wish I could play.
Well, here's the thing. There's no reason you can't play it, but you will have to fight things if you play it.
Once I get good at fighting things in Minecraft, I might want to.
Maybe. Or you could try and get good fighting things in this game and then apply that to Minecraft rather than the other way around. But you will have to work on your manual dexterity some. Only finding the light armor. So I have no idea how it does compared to my current. That would have been easy to miss. Stop holding on to it. Just give it a little nudge when it needs it. Looks like we missed a couple steps.
I'll use the pony. So it's this way. I want to go forward.
Sorry, I'm heavily over encumbered right now, whoever's watching.
Which way do these go?
Look at them. Hold them up to the by the pony. And see which one matches what you want to do.
Yeah. Turn. Oh.
You heard Isran. He told me to do what I had to do, or take whatever I needed. I'm poor, so I need everything.
Does this go this way?
I don't know, look at it. Hold it up to the pony. And see if it matches what you want to do.
Yes. What? You got a crossbow?
Yep, I sure do.
Alright. Garbage truck.
Yep. Better hurry.
Oh, it's not. I don't kind of see it.
Go on the other side of the street.
Yeah. It's to our house. Wow, it has 4 fingers.
Yep. It's a fancy robot
Oh,
garbage
it's
truck.
just 3. I thought it was 4. Oh, it's just 3. Hey, there's a little garbage. There's a little garbage van on the side of it.
So silly.
Go. Straight. Okay. Turn.
Alright, I think I've cleared this place out. Now I gotta walk back to Riften. very slowly.
Why don't you just steal a horse?
Because there's no horses to steal. If I see a horse, I may attempt to steal it.
So you can go bigger, faster?
That would be precisely why.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to see any horses that I can steal. On the way back to Riften.
Isran found something for you to do, eh? I thought he'd like you. Good luck.
I'll put it away.
Okay. Let's put away. We can work on homework. I know. I generally feel the same way about homework when I was your age. Understand, I really do. But I also know what happens if you get in the habit of not doing your homework.
What?
Your grades start to slip, you get in trouble, and it makes it harder when you eventually get to the point where you have to do homework again. Because if you keep going to school, especially if you want to be a veterinarian, homework is going to be a thing for a long time, and if you get out of the habit of doing homework, eventually you'll reach a point where you have to do homework if you want to succeed, and it'll be really hard to get back into the practice of doing homework. It is much better in the long run to never get out of the practice of doing homework. I wish I hadn't made that mistake, but I did, and it made it really hard.
Was someone who tracks stuff?
Well, I do have a degree in psychology.
What's a degree?
That is after high school when you go to college. Then you start getting things called degrees, which are fancier than diplomas, and they're in specific subjects rather than just school as a whole. So, for example, if you want to become a veterinarian, you'll have to get a couple degrees.
Just two.
Let me look it up.
Because a couple of two.
Let's see what Google has to say about it.
Daddy, how in Skyrim can a horse kill you?
So it doesn't say what degree you specifically need to become a veterinarian, but it suggests you focus on chemistry, biology, zoology, physiology, microbiology, and anatomy. Communications, math, and social sciences also increase the likelihood of your getting accepted into a school.
Do you have doll animals
You might.
with doll body parts?
That's entirely possible. I've never done it.
But they feel like real body parts, or they might actually be real body parts from a dead animal.
That's also possible.
What? Stephen the Keenan?
There are companies that make fake body parts for people to practice on. And once you get to a certain level, you'll actually you'll watch more real veterinarians do this stuff. You can and then eventually you'll get to the point where you do it with a real veterinarian watching you do it to make sure you don't make any mistakes. Well, hopefully you don't make a really bad one. But mistakes do happen. Depending on what you take out, the animal might die. It would depend on the situation, how likely that was to happen, and what you might take out by accident. But that's why you go to a lot of schooling.
So you know what stuff looks like, so you can recognize it when you actually use it.
Yep. Because looks a lot different actually inside an animal than it does pictures in a book. But you have to get a bachelor's degree in something. And what that is going to depend on whichever veterinary school you go to. Fortunately, the college Mommy works at has a veterinary program.
What?
They train veterinarians.
So she trains veterinarians?
No, Mommy doesn't, but the school she's at, some people who work there do.
Oh.
So, you are looking at, after you graduate from high school, you're going to have probably 8 more years of school before you're a veterinarian.
What?
Yep, 4 years to get a bachelor's degree, and then 4 years to get a doctor of veterinary science.
I'm going to take one strip out, one by one. I want to take, I want Can you run into something with an arrow that is lined up in there and kill it with the arrow? Because you're running.
You mean just running into it with the arrow pointed at it? I doubt very much that would actually kill something.
Oh, so you think it will not?
In this game, it definitely wouldn't. In real life, it has a slight chance, but arrows are not very good weapons. It'd be a lot easier and more effective to just hold the arrow in your hand and hope to stab something.
Oh, it's like you're holding a butcher sword, like kind of thing. Butcher.
Yeah. And then after you finish your 8 years of school, you might have some internships and certifications, which might take a year or 2 more. And then you have to have a licensing exam, which is you take a special test to prove that you learned enough.
Oh.
And then you keep studying so you stay on top of what the new stuff is. So if something new comes out, you'll learn how to do it.
Like doing a surgery, though.
Yep. So if you become a veterinarian, or a normal or a people doctor for that matter, you're gonna be studying and doing homework probably for the rest of your life. But here's the thing that'll make it a little easier. If you love it, you'll be studying something that you love. And that makes it a lot easier. I think you're forgetting some things, little miss.
But it's not closing properly. Dad, it's not closing properly.
Well, you don't have it packed up properly.
I packed it up neatly.
Apparently not neatly enough. Bring it all here. I'll see if I can't figure it out. Here, use the same controls you do in Minecraft and just follow the road.
But how do I shoot an arrow?
Don't worry about shooting an arrow.
Like X's jump like in Minecraft?
No, actually in this game, triangle is jump.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? But all you gotta do right now is just follow the road. Until I get this all boxed up for you, which I have now done.
I'm really curious what button shoots me if I see anything that could kill you.
Oh, if you see anything that could kill me, I'd much rather you gave me back the controller and let me take care of it. So I don't want to die and you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I cannot see across the trail the best. So.
You can't see what the best?
I can't see across the trail best. So.
You also never put your glasses back on, I see.
I don't know where you put them.
Next time, just ask.
I don't
There
see
you go. There's your glasses. Give me the controller back. We're going to start working on some homework. Put that away. I will give you 10 minutes, so we'll start on the half hour.
10 minutes to do what?
Take it easy before we start doing homework. Apparently 10 minutes to act like a silly person. That's what it seems like you're doing.
Why'd you kill that forager?
Because it was there.
It looks like
Because unlike in real life, in this game you don't have to worry about overhunting.
How can you overhunt
In real life or in the game?
in the game? How can
You can't, because animals just spawn. They are limitless, just like guards. And since overhunting is not an issue, and I can use the things that are found on a deer, I will continue killing deer when I see them.
You got it right in the leg. And it bled.
Yep.
Right when you hit it. Did you get your air back?
Bolt. And I wasn't watching. I think so.
What Why do you shoot bullets?
Bolts.
Oh.
From a crossbow, it's called a bolt. From a...
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double cross.
You're a thief. He's a thief.
How do you know that?
Because I recognize that random encounter. Pretty soon a guy will come up and be like, oh, somebody stole my whatever he just handed you. Do you see which way he went? In fact, I'm surprised the guy hasn't ran up to me yet.
Did you see someone run past just now? Great. Thanks. Bastard stole from me. I'll catch him though. Victory or Sovngarde! Sure, I'm on you.
Wonder who's watching me. They ain't saying nothing. Over there. Well, fall asleep, that'll get you out of homework for now. I know you need your rest, so if you fall asleep, that's fine. Just tell me if you fall asleep, okay?
If it's a bed you need, what do you need? Guaranteed clean and free from rock joints.
Can I talk to you?
Some fresh meat to fill your belly. I picked up a trick from a butcher in El. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across... Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Be careful looking for those teeth.
Actually,
The only way to find fresher meats is to hunt. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt. The last traveler that traded me some. Careful, though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home. Everything I've got on display, really. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
The problem is that now Branchet doesn't have a stand here.
All meats guaranteed clean and free from rock joints.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad?
You're falling asleep.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles. What brings you to Balaman today? Take a look. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference. Nothing. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference. What brings you to the finest weapons and armor? Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Greetings. See for yourself. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
I sure am, mule.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
Something like that. Good old, what's his name?
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Well, that works then.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you? I have all sorts of interesting trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Whoa, whoa! Watch the magic.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Got horses that need shoeing, so make it quick.
horsey.
you can afford a septum or two.
The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well.
Seems there's looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. Return any... Wanderer like you, looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. Keep safe and always wear your armor.
Protect yourself means you want armor. If you want to deal some damage, it means you want a weapon. Deal some damage some things.
Have you fought any dragons yet?
Yeah, I fought a number of dragons. Yeah.
Pardon me. Has it stolen into your body?
Yep, that's how it works in this game.
The soul's always going to your body?
Just about. There's a certain DLC we have which means sometimes somebody
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a rat.
Do you have business
If I
with the
needed
court?
some... So, you wish to master the arcane arts? Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
Most people in this game, the bad guys will just attack you.
No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying.
Thieves? They'll come up and be like, give me your money! They don't just have conversations with you. Until you join the Thieves Guild, and then you're on the same team as their guys, so they still don't want to
And they don't even try to steal your stuff?
I have
Random
to wonder.
bandits will still try
The
and steal your
Dragonborn
stuff,
wants
but
us
the
summoned
thieves
by
you
the
work with
Greybeards.
won't.
Unless we have
eventually.
specific business, I'm not interested.
No, but I like to do everything the game has to offer. So even though I'll never be like a lifelong thief in this game, I'll go and do all the missions just so I'll have all the missions done. And I'll get the special stuff you get for doing the missions, and then I'll ignore them forever. Well, even if I'm in the Thieves
Fine
Guild,
armor
if I
you've
come
got there.
across a random bandit or whatever, they'll still try and kill me. So I'll still fight back.
I've got a little work if you're interested, fellow.
I would never steal stuff in real life, but this is just a game. There's no real people involved. The way I play games is nothing like how I actually live my life.
Like going into a vault and Fallout?
Yep, there's no vaults around.
I'm the commander of the guard.
It'll end
here in
eventually, but it'll end a long time after we're all dead of old age. In millions and millions and millions of years, the sun will go out. And when it does, it'll destroy the earth. Well, if the human race is still around, then
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities.
we'll probably
like the rest
not
of
just
the great
be on
warriors.
this planet anymore. And if we're still around in millions and millions and millions of years, then we'll probably have the technology to leave if we are still on this planet. Like, hey, it's
and
gonna...
live on a different planet?
Yep, that planet's gonna explode because the sun's gonna explode and take the planet out with it. We better get off.
Damn those Grey Mains to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks. They'll get what's coming to them.
If you don't look like you're trying to fall asleep, we can start moving. Okay, I'm gonna try and sleep, or okay, let's do some homework. Okay, go get a pencil
Thinking
and
of
some
settling
paper.
in? It's a house for sale.
Sure.
You're interested. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats. I ain't done nothing.
Your office spot on the
It's
table.
a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops.
A big spot. That's a big piece of paper.
Yep.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. I don't claim... blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Have you met my father? I help my father. Looking to protect yourself or deal some
Well, we
damage?
someday have to get a job.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Not everybody needs to get a job at some point.
But what if they never do?
And they'll starve to death.
Well, or they could just, die of the road, hoping for someone to bring them home.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah,
Even if you are my ally.
doesn't sound very likely.
Let me know
No,
if
but
you see
they
anything
could
you
just
like.
use stuff from nature and see if they can find anything. Hunt, at least if they have any things that help them.
I can tell you're a discriminating customer. Perhaps you're,
Like
everything's...
a knife, if they
Take a
have
look.
any knife that is sharp, then they could use that.
What are you talking about?
People who are poor and don't have a job. And don't have a house.
People who are bored?
Poor. And don't have a house or job.
Well, hopefully they can get some help somewhere.
Like on the start of the highway. They could use some,
Maybe.
they could have found some trees. And they could try even to hunt.
They could try.
So they at least
That
get
would
something.
be illegal and get them in trouble, though.
Why?
Because you need a permit to hunt. And sometimes you're limited as to what weapon you can use to hunt.
What? There's some weapons you can and cannot use.
Yep. For example, for deer hunting in this state, for the first part of the season, you're only allowed to hunt with a bow. And then you're only allowed to use bows and musket loaders. And then, or muzzle loaders. And then later on you can use rifles and shotguns. But you have to go long enough until you get to that point.
I'll need to take down this theater.
You can either take it apart or figure out somewhere else to put it. You don't have to use it for a background in movies.
What? I can use the table? That's when you would go out to eat.
Yep, time to go wait for little Dungo.
I'm already home today, but not late.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're obviously some sort of crazy person.
There's a snake in the house and some lights. Yay, there's some lights. What you doing? What you doing? There. Just dump this out in the trash, Daddy. Ugh.
Yep.
So much cereal.
Living outside the walls is a risk, aye. At least the guards don't come nosing around.
I ate all my breakfast.
How much? For
A
that
little
price?
summer.
Sure.
Fine, we're
How
close.
much? For that price? How much? For that price? Sure. How much? Nah, I don't think so. Mm-hmm.
Bolts. There, I've got a spot for this. I've got a spot for it.
Yay! Alright, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, turn on notifications, etc. Have a great however long.
Why do so many people watch your videos?
Not many people watch my videos, dear.
Well,